All right, perfect.
Okay.
All right, I guess we can get started. Thank you. Um, so, this is Dehans. What grade do you teach, and then what grades have you taught, and how long have you been here?
Nora, honey, we're doing an interview for his college class, so you need to stop. I have taught 4th and 5th grade for the last 13 years, and I'm currently in 5th grade.
Awesome. And then, why did you kind of decide to become a social studies teacher?
Because I think that civic participation and active participation in government is critical for the preservation of democracy.
Perfect. Yes, I agree. And then we've kind of talked about this too, like getting kids excited about social studies. Like, how do you, I guess, kind of incorporate their lives into it, I guess, also, and then get them like kind of excited about what they're learning, if maybe it's not their favorite subject in the world, or
Yeah, absolutely. You have to make it real to them. It has to have some sort of real world application. So we like to do lots of activities that students can actually do mock participation, like mock government, mock trials, reenactments, and things like that to make social studies really come alive for them.
Yeah, that's cool. And you just do that like in class, like you
Yeah.
have a mock, running for president or something.
Yeah, we've
like
had
that?
mock
Okay.
elections,
Mock
we've passed
elections,
bills, we've even done activities where we reenact American history with like taxation without representation,
Right.
and kids
Okay.
are acting as colonists, getting unfairly taxed, and we talk about how that feels and why might that motivates colonists to revolt against the British monarchy.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. And then, I guess, what is your favorite part about teaching social studies? Like,
I love the history component of it. Like, that's
Yeah.
my favorite part.
Uh-huh.
Geography, not so much, but I
I'm
love
with
the
you
history.
there. I'm with you there. Geography is not my forte. But yeah, that's awesome. And then, why do you think it's important that your students have this social studies knowledge, going forward?
I think anymore with all the misinformation that's out there, and kids can access whatever on the internet, that they really need to be informed
Yeah.
citizens, understand how their government works, understand their history, so that we can still have an active democracy.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. And then, what teaching strategies do you think work best for social studies? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, one of the big things that we are doing with our new social studies standards is inquiry-based learning.
Just a reminder, Q3 birthday celebration breakfast treats are in the lounge this morning for staff.
ooh, that sounds fun.
Sorry, your key is still in
I know, I'll get it in a minute.
Okay, perfect.
And so, where was I? Inquiry-based activities where kids have to discover their understandings on their own, hands-on, and like I said, a real-world application.
Yeah, and you said on their own, so it's kind of more like independent,
Yes.
like they look into it
Yes.
like on their own.
They
Okay,
investigate it
cool.
on their own, come to their own understandings, and then we debrief.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure. And then, do you have like a favorite lesson that you like teaching for social studies, or?
Yeah, I really do love some components of American history. Well, first of all, I really do like teaching the westward expansion and Lewis and Clark expedition because that happened right here in Great Falls.
Yeah.
So that's totally like real to them. And then I also love doing the King's Eminent lesson where they get to go through being taxed as colonists.
Yeah,
I love
for
that.
sure. Cool. And then, what are your thoughts about like the current state of social studies education, I guess, in Montana, or I guess in the nation? I don't know how.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
emphasized enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, social studies always takes the back seat to ELA and math, and I think we're seeing the results of that in real time in our real world.
Perfect, for sure. And then, how do you see social studies impacting the future of our society? I mean, shoot, you're teaching 5th graders, right? So.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Kids come into the classroom with a lot of misconceptions out there about how things work, how government works, how politics work, and if social studies is continually dismissed, ignored, it's just going to get worse. And so we really need to start emphasizing social studies education, or we're going to see
Awesome, for sure. And then, last thing I have for you, kind of more broad than just social studies, what are your biggest classroom management challenges, and then like how do you combat that, or how do you fix that?
In the last few years, we've seen a huge increase with kids coming to school with significant trauma, and so that translates into all sorts of issues in the classroom, big blowouts, oppositional defiant behavior, and it really takes a team of people in schools, any more mental health professionals in the classroom supporting us when we have kids that are bottoming out and struggling.
Perfect, awesome, well thank you, yeah, for sure, that's
No
everything
problem.
I have
Thank you,
for you.
Karen.
Yeah.
Thank you much. I hope that works. Let me know.